Here we go. This is the second time. I don't know what the difference is inside this house as opposed to out in my garage. There's one. Hey guys, there's two of you on here now. Can you tell me on the chat there if it's better with my video is not glitching or anything like that? Tell me what my video buffering is and what my audio is. I can't see that from you guys' side, obviously. Video looks good. Proto, it's not glitching on you or anything. Been live for 2 minutes and 22 seconds now, and there's 4 of you on here. I'm just curious to know. This is the first time I've actually tried this. I want to help you guys in the future with a question and answer, stuff like that. So I'm just trying this. I'm trying to figure this out. So I want to know if the audio and the video is good. 6 of you on here now. That's great. Still trying to figure out what all these buttons mean over here on my right-hand side. There's a few of you guys on here now, 9 or 10 guys on here right now, and I don't see any. Can somebody type something? I don't see this. I don't see any of your chat messages coming up right now, so I'm just still trying to figure this stuff out. There you go. Eric Heath. Hey, guy. Glad you popped in. What's my video look like? Is it glitchy or anything, Eric? Hey, Dominic. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Audio and the visual is the buffering in the video and everything is not bad, Eric? It's both fine? Awesome. Thanks, Dominic. Okay, a little bit grainy on there. Maybe need more lighting in here or something like that. I'm just trying to figure out this stuff for you guys. You guys got any questions? Well, I'm sitting here waiting for more people to come on. This is what I'm trying to do right now, is a question and answer for you guys. Not necessarily today, because I got to take off in like 15 minutes. But I'd love to help you guys out. That's the whole point of why I'm doing this right now, is to give a little bit more for you guys, as far as the attention I'm giving you guys, instead of putting comments down, asking for, asking your questions and stuff. Maybe I can answer them live sometimes, which would be a great benefit for you guys too. Maybe you got this setting on wrong. Top chat, live chat. Not sure what top chat is. I'm not sure what the difference is on this yet. Kevin, come on, buddy. It's 10 minutes before noon. Of course, I have a beer going. Don't worry about your English, my friend. I can figure that out. Don't ever worry about your English. Chainsaw oil I recommend for petrol mix. There is a lot of uncertified mix oil out there that you do not want to use. All the good brand names out there are excellent. The Steel mixes, the Husqvarna mixes, the Echo mixes, Shindao mixes. They're all certified mix oils for your mix oil, for your mix and your two-stroke, two-cycle engines. Most of them are okay as long as they're certified. The problem is, if you go to an auto parts store or something like that, and you see a bottle that says two-stroke, two-cycle engine, but it happens to be for outboards, that's a little different. You don't want to buy something, what do you say, your chainsaw oil. Do not buy any mix oil that says for also good for outboards. There's something about that where the flash point for a water-cooled engine and the flash point for a air-cooled engine is different. You don't want to use outboard mix oil in your chainsaw. Other than that, get a good two-stroke chainsaw mix that is certified, and that's the important one right there. There's lots of videos I have on my channel already that show the difference between uncertified mix oil and certified mix oil. Benoit Gendron. I hope I pronounced that right, Ben. I think it's pronounced Benoit. From PEI, Prince Edward Island. Right on, buddy. You bought a t-shirt? Cool, man. Does it look like that? Love it. I'm trying to get those t-shirt prices down as low as I can. I make like $2 on a t-shirt. I know they still kind of come across as a little expensive, but there's really nothing I can do about that, bud. I'm glad you're happy with your t-shirt. Eric Heath again. FS240 or an FS94, which is the most powerful trimmer? Well, one's a two-stroke trimmer, and the FS94 is one of the new four-stroke. No, that's a two-stroke also. My bad. An FS94 is the commercial grade. The FS94 is coming out. All the two-stroke guys, all the commercial guys around here are all switching to FS94s, actually, from the four strokes, the FS100s and stuff like that. Which is the most powerful? Well, the FS240, Eric, is a brush cutter, I believe. I'm trying to remember that. I think it's a brush cutter. It's probably got more power than the FS94, but the FS94 is a beautiful, beautiful trimmer. Fairly new. If there's any problems coming up with that, I'll know about in the 5 years. Thanks, Charles, Harold. Thank you. The video's okay since I moved in from the shop, so that's excellent. Dominic says, would motor oil be okay to use in a pinch instead of bar oil for your chainsaw? In a pinch, like I'm glad you just put that word in there. Yes, in a pinch, it is way better to have any oil in there at all, as opposed to no oil. So you really shouldn't be using motor oil in your chainsaw as bar and chain oil if you can help it. But in a pinch, absolutely, it's going to keep your bar from burning, keep your bar from overheating. But what the problem with that is it doesn't stick to your bar and chain. It's kind of like a motorcycle chain where it doesn't stick to it; it just flies off. But yeah, in a pinch, absolutely, buddy, use that if you're out of bar and chain oil. Definitely better than not using anything at all, is what I'm saying. Tim's workshop, buddy. Looks good. Sounds good, bud. Excellent. This is my first try. With 34 guys on here right now. This is cool. This is cool. This is my first time doing this. I'm trying to get this figured out so I can get a real good Q&A up for you guys. Thanks, Belt King. This is my first time too. Awesome. UK Mix, come on, Mix Mowers. You're from the UK? I thought you were sleeping by now. I thought it was bedtime over there. Thanks for tuning in, though. That's cool. Wow. Wilson, Holland. Hard for me to read that. Wilson Holland LLC. He says, I'm not here for the video quality. Just wanted to say you are the most informative, easy to understand mechanic on here on these small engines. Keep up the good work. Thanks, buddy. I really appreciate that, Wilson. That is really cool. What a nice compliment. Thanks, buds. Another one. What do you think is the best motor oil for a small 4-stroke engine like a Honda GX200? You know what? There's a lot of what I could say for just motor oil. When somebody usually asks me that, they say, what's the best motor oil? I say, man, it's not a race car. You're not in a Formula One car. It's a what you have on here, a GX200 Honda engine. Engine oil. Don't put 2-stroke oil in there. That's not the same thing. But any actual engine oil, like 10, 30, 15, 40, straight 30 weight, it's really, I've never seen in 30 years a difference that any of that stuff makes to each other. Different manufacturers are going to recommend, one's going to say 10, 30, and the other one's going to say straight 30. Some of them will say 15, 40. The point is, it's engine oil. Make sure it's nice and clean. You all know there's a lot of engines out there coming out on lawnmowers right now that just say you don't ever even have to change your engine oil anymore. Just don't change it. Add it, check it, and add it to make sure it's always full. You never need to change your engine oil. Wow. I'm still working on that one, trying to process that one in my head. Briggs and Stratton's coming out with that. Oh, so it is bedtime over there for Mix. Hey, Mix Mowers? But you're up right now. I got it. I get you. Thanks for the thumbs up button there, buddy. Awesome. Thanks, bud. I'm just trying to read through some of these comments, guys. What do we got? 41 guys on here right now. So I'm trying to help all you guys out at the same time here. Mike Frizzle. Yeah, I do know Buck and Billy Ray. Of course I do. He lives 7 minutes down the street from me. Saw him 2 days ago at the post office. He's a great guy. I love him. You're asking Mike. You're asking me what the difference between a Steel MS 150 or an Echo 2511. What's the best? That's what I'm seeing here. What's the best thing? Um, most of you guys watching my channel, my channel, my videos all the time. I'm kind of lean towards steel all the time. I really am kind of a steel guy. There's nothing wrong with Echoes at all. Echo actually has a wicked good engine in it. The piston and cylinder in Echo engines are bar none the best engines out there, in my opinion. I can't give you an answer on that, Mike. I'm sorry. I would lean towards the steel a little bit on that one, but there's nothing wrong with that Echo that you're talking about right there. Collab with Buck and Billy Ray. Where did I just see that? It's in his ball court now. The ball is in his court right now. We did it on my turf on the last video, and he's all about that. I told him, let me know. We'll do it at your house on the next one. We'll do a collaboration again. Him and I are both into it. We just haven't got to that point yet. But yeah, we are both want to do that. Greetings from Germany. Right on, Christian. I can't, you know what, you guys, these comments are going by fast enough for me where I can't really read them all. If I miss your comment, I apologize for that. If you guys are asking me something and I just might have missed it because it scrolls up to the top too fast before I can actually read it. Kevin from New York. Right on. Yeah, Leonard, I'm back. Leonard Virtue. Yeah, buddy. I'm back. It didn't work outside. The Wi-Fi was all screwed up, so I came in here, and I think it's a lot better in here. What I'm going to have to do is, because I really want to do these questions and answers with you guys from now on, out in the shop where I actually, with the same background and everything that I have when I'm doing videos for you guys. I think that would just be more fun and everything out there. But I need a Wi-Fi extender. I'm going to have to buy a Wi-Fi extender to get the Wi-Fi out there where I do those videos. And thanks, Bob. Thanks, Bob. He says, I love your channel. I just love it when somebody says that. I'm doing the best I can. I'm always trying to help you guys. SW, there's my beer right there. It is 12:02 right now. It is just past noon, and now nobody can give me crap for having a beer. Yeah, Wilson Holland again. That's a great question, man. Says he has a steel 461. Do you sell or recommend a better muffler for more performance, or just leave it stock? There is a lot of guys out there who will modify a muffler on everything. The reason that somebody will put a manufacturer will put a chainsaw out there with a muffler with a little tiny hole on there and a spark arrestor screen behind it. It's for the emissions. They don't want the emissions coming out as much, so they can pass those tests that all the two-stroke manufacturers have to pass. Donnie Walker, I used to work with Donnie Walker, still see him all the time. He's a guru when it comes to modifying this stuff. I actually asked him a couple months ago, I said, do you actually think that it would even make a difference, say on a tiny little chainsaw like a Steel MS 170, the smallest chainsaw that Steel makes? Do you really think it would make a difference? I asked him, if you modify the muffler on that and open it up a little bit. And he said instantly, he said, absolutely, it'll burn cooler and it will sound a little bit louder, obviously, which is actually kind of cool for a lot of people. And he said, absolutely, it's going to run better. It's going to give you a tiny bit more power, but there's no problem with actually doing that on a muffler on any chainsaw. So Wilson Holland, absolutely. I agree with Donnie 100% on that. When you got, especially you got a Steel 461, absolutely. Open the muffler up on that one if you want to. It's not going to hurt the engine at all. I'm going to do a video on that. I actually really want Donnie to come on in Steve Small Industries as a guest star so we can talk about modifying a muffler on there. We'll see if he bites or not. He might. I'm just scrolling up and down on the right-hand side, guys. I'm trying not to miss any of your guys' stuff. There's a lot of stuff coming up here. Mike crack at Guinness. Ooh, have I used Guinness on one of my videos? I don't think I maybe have. I used Dark Matter once from Hoyne Breweries. Guinness. I don't think I have. Thanks for the tip. I'm going to write that down, actually. Write that down. I love Guinness. Beautiful. G'day, Barry. Right on. From Australia. What, do you work the night shift too? Thought you'd be sleeping over there. Some of you guys' names are on here are really hard to pronounce. I want to say, wow, that one's a really hard one, dude. Darrow Alhine. You probably know who I'm talking about. You say thanks for your channel. Great information. Got me through some tough diagnosis issues. Thank you very much. That's why I'm here. I love it when you guys say something like that. I love it. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to pronounce. That's a bunch of numbers and letters. He says, thanks for the tips on adjusting the high and low speed screws, idle screws. Brad, there you go. Brad in Amarillo. Where is that? I want to say it's probably in the United States somewhere. I've heard that name before. I'm not sure where that is. 6 a.m. in Australia. Is that SMED? AU, that's Australia? 6 a.m. in Australia. That sounds about right. You guys are just waking up. Wow, you got a coffee in your hand, or are you putting a little bit of Bailey's in there? Mark Morrow, thanks for stopping by, buddy. Peace out, bud. Ireland, Shane, man, Shane Moylan. I got a lot of people in Ireland apparently that watch me. I go back to my analytics on my YouTube channel, and I can see where people are watching my videos from and the percentage of those people. I get a lot of views from Ireland. I'm not sure why, but man, I think people love me in Ireland for some reason. Maybe it's because of the beer. Maybe. They drink beer in Ireland? I think so. Another Australia guy, Project B52, down under. Nice. Welcome, guys. Welcome. What have we got on here? 46, 47 guys on here right now. This is really cool for my first time. This is the first time I've tried this. I think this is going great. I really got to bounce, like he just said, I got to bounce myself here pretty quick. I do got to go meet somebody. I'm already late, but this is just too fun. This is too cool. Seeing you guys' questions. Dominic, nice buddy. Peace out, buds. Yeah, Barry, I hear you. William Shed, can you be more specific on that? He says 6 out of 10 for video and audio. I would really love it, William, if you'd be more specific on that, because I really want to make this the best for the next time I do this. Is the audio really crappy or is the video really crappy for you? Yeah, Mike, I love that I'm going live too. This is cool. Buck and Billy Ray does that all the time, and I'm just like, man, it's kind of weird being live because you can't edit anything out. You can't actually take something back if you make a mistake or you say something wrong. You can't really take it back. You can't edit that out, and that's what I'm used to doing. Kurt, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, cool. I've never been to Wisconsin. It's one place I've never been. Mike, see, there's a good question right there. Mike Robertson, 30-inch bar on the Husky 465. That's about a 62 cc saw. Even though you can put a, you could probably put a 36-inch bar on that, and it'll actually fit with the tail end. You know, it'll fit on your bar bolts. I'm losing my train of thought now. It'll fit on your chainsaw, but a Husky 465 with a 30-inch bar, even though it fits on there, you can put a chain on there and it's going to run it. That chainsaw really doesn't have enough power to actually run that thing properly. It will work if you're cutting, 20-inch logs or something like that. It's going to be no problem, but there's no difference between, if you're doing that, there's no difference between putting a 24-inch bar on there. So don't waste your money on a 30-inch bar, in my opinion, for a 465. Dublin, Ireland. See, there's another Ireland. How do you pronounce that? Chloris? I'm going to say Chloris Garden Services. Thanks for coming by, bud. Appreciate that. Coming all the way from Ireland. What is that? Shane Moylan. He said that this is a comment I get from a lot of guys in Ireland. They say, Steve, you're a legend. I think it might be a term like a figure of speech or something maybe they use in Ireland. I'm not 100% sure about that. I get that a lot, and it's a great compliment. Hey, thanks. I love that. Steve, you're a legend. I think that's an awesome compliment. Kind of like in Scotland, they say, oh, you're magic. SW, helped you with your chainsaws, your riding lawnmower, saved you a bundle. That's what I want to hear right there. I want to save you guys some money. Don't take it into a small engine shop until you try something that's super easy. Save you some money. That's what I'm talking about. Video ain't the best. Is it glitchy? Tracy, video ain't the best. What do you mean? Is it glitching? Is it like buffering? Or is it just grainy and maybe I don't have enough lighting in here? What do you mean by that? B52, picture's a little grainy. Sound has a slight echo. That could be because I'm in a bedroom with the echo. That could be. Picture a little grainy. That could also be from my lighting conditions not being that great in here. I'm going to work on all this stuff, you guys. I'm going to try to get the audio and the video just beautiful for the next time that we do this. Puerto Rico? Really? Louis Rodriguez? You're in Puerto Rico right now? That's pretty cool, man. Thank you, Al's retro allotment. Thank you. That's nice. Thank you. Andrew Haston, that's kind of a really vague question. Be more specific if you can. He says, hey, Steve, how do I time a Tecumseh engine? Please help. I'm not 100% sure what you mean by time it. Some people's definition of that is different. Post another, comment another one here and let me know specifically what you mean by that timing. Tracy, thank you. Grainy. Okay. Okay. I think it might be the lighting in here. I think if I get some more lighting in here, that might solve that problem. I'll play with that a little bit clearer. Leonard Virtues, yeah, thanks, buddy. It's not as clear as it probably is on my videos, right? It's a little bit grainy. I can kind of see myself in there, and it's a little grainy. I think it's the lighting. I'm gonna fix that. Chloris, really? A 30-second to a 50-second delay on the comments? That's not good. I don't like that. I'll write that down too. Okay. Yeah, I'll try to figure that one out too. I don't like that at all. Thank you, Chloris, for that. Rick Dodson. Thanks, bud. Yeah, this is my first time doing this too. And you're right there together, buddy. Small engine surgery. Cool. You got a small engine surgery. You got a web or a YouTube channel? I'd love to see your channel if you got one. He says, try a table lamp above your screen and turn off the ceiling light to help with lighting. So it's right. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Thank you very much for that. I'm going to try that too. Nothing worse than fucking Billy Ray would look like, bro, live. Yeah, I thought I like Buckin's live videos. I think he does a pretty good job. Of course, some of them go on for about 2.5 hours, which is kind of hard to watch. Yeah, thanks, Mike Frizzle again. Yeah, there's a big delay for you, eh? I'll try to figure that out. Yeah, I see that pinkish hue. I see that pinkish hue also. Amarillo, Texas. I knew it was in the States somewhere. Yeah, right on, buddy. Texas. Yeah, yeah, pinkish hue. I really think it's, I don't know. I don't want to do the videos in the future in this room. I just want to get to the Wi-Fi so we could try this. So yeah, Jeff, thanks. Says love your show, buddy. I love doing the show. I love it. Thank you, Cloris. Thanks. Take care of your kids. Edwin, I know. Edwin Grimm. Steve goes live. What's up with that? Yeah, it's my first time. I'm trying it out because I thought it'd be a good thing. I thought it'd be a good thing for maybe get some live question and answers on here because I'm finding a real hard time getting to all my comments on all my. I get damn near 100 comments a day now on all my videos. So I find it really hard to get to some of those questions and especially typing it out. Some of them are really intricate questions where it's not just a quick answer where I can just type it out. So I thought this might be a little bit better for some of you guys with more intricate questions, yeah. You guys are just pounding stuff out here that just so complimentary to me. I can't thank you guys enough. It's so awesome. That's W. This is funny that you just said that. Any ideas on repurposing an old weed whacker engine? You're not even going to believe this. I got guys around here who go camping and whatnot, and they will take an old weed eater engine or a leaf blower engine that they just would strip it down and they make a freaking margarita blender out of it. I'm not kidding. They will make that so it's a gas powered margarita blender when they take it camping, and everybody in the campground is just like, whoa, free margaritas, and you're revving that thing up and it's blending that. That's funny that you just asked me that. That's the only time I can think of repurposing one of those things. Also, some people repurpose weed eater engines for RC airplanes. I saw a YouTube video once where somebody had a B-52 bomber. It was huge. The wingspan on it was like 10 feet wide, and they had 4 weed eater engines on that thing. to actually make that thing fly, prop on all four of them. It was awesome. Check that out. That's the only thing I can really think of for actually repurposing one. That's just off the cuff. SW, you pouring a Budweiser? Past noon, I hope. Like I care. I know, that margarita blender, it's funny as hell. I should put a YouTube video up on that. Weed eater engine on a small RC boat. See, that's cool. There's something I haven't seen. Yeah. Small engine surgery. Awesome. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I find it really hard to watch myself too. When I watch a video back, it's kind of weird. So I don't blame you for that. Chris's small engines. Steve, no beer. What are you talking about, brother? Chris's small engines. I think I've seen that on YouTube. You got a YouTube channel, Chris? Graphic design .2. No, that is. Show me out. I love you. Graphic design. What do you do? What do you do? Graphic design. That's probably what you're going to say. Oh, sorry. Graphic design. You keep saying, show me out. What do you got, a website or something? I'll show you out on here. No problem with that. Put your, if you got a website or something, throw that in there. I'll shout it out for you, bud. No problem. Dan Trigo. I'm going to say Trigo. Sometimes I have a hard time pronouncing names. How many beers are going to take you for this live event? Well, I'm only like 3 sips into this, and that's where I started. And on that note, damn, the 32 of you guys on here, this is cool, man. 29 thumbs ups. Hey, that's pretty cool, guys. This has been fun. This has been a blast. Oh, what beer were we drinking? Lucky Extra. Staple around where I live in British Columbia, especially on Vancouver Island. Well, I'm going to say all British Columbia. It's a Lucky Lager, and this they just came out with this. It's new. It's called Lucky Extra. Tastes a little different. It's got like 1% more alcohol in it. It's a cool, badass can. I'm going to put that up on the thing behind me in my set. You'll probably see that up there on my next video. Lucky Extra. My favorite beer, man, that's like some. What's my favorite beer? I have 2 favorite beers, you guys. Free and cold. That's my 2 favorite beers right there. I'm glad you asked. Mike Frizzle, can I send you some beer? That's funny. I got on my website, when you go to website stevesmallengersaloon.com, I actually got a little button at the top, on the top right hand side, that says click here to buy Steve a beer. I get the odd $2 donation. When guys think that's funny, they'll say, "Yeah, I'll buy you a beer. Here's $2." It's a PayPal um, link there, so you can donate, right? I get lots of $2, $3. Here, I'll buy you a beer. Thanks for helping me out with that. I'll buy you a beer. David Hillam, David Hillam says, Steve, could you do a live guidance session sometime? I think what you might mean by that is actually a question and answer. And that's actually what I'm doing right now, is just kind of testing it right now. But I'm going to do this. My goal is to actually do this on a weekly basis. We'll get on here for an hour and we'll just blast off as many questions as you guys have. I'll answer as many of them as I can. I think that's what you might mean by that. Steve, could you do a live guidance session sometime? That's as close as I'm going to be able to get to that. There you go. Graphic design just posted back there. We upload art videos on YouTube. Shout me out. Is that your YouTube channel? Graphic design? It's called Shout Me Out. Maybe you'd be a little tiny bit more specific about that, because I have a daughter that is the most amazing artist I've ever seen. Painting, drawing. She's a musician. She is an awesome, awesome artist. Going to turn 16 in about another month. So that might be something I want to put her on too, because that's cool. We upload art videos on YouTube. Shout me out. Benoit, Gandrin, beer's coming your way. Beer. I don't know why I like beer so much. Am I pronouncing that right, Benoit? Maybe I already asked you that. I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't see your response. Ben. I think it's a French name, Benoit. I don't like pronounce it. When people pronounce my name wrong, bugs the hell out of me too. Project B52, peace out, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. That's cool, bud. David Hillam, are you kidding me? This is what my wife just said to me last night. This is the exact, this is like a quote from here's what Dave Hillam says here. What about picking a subject each time? Say weed eaters on one session, then lawnmowers on another, and just take questions on one particular tool. My wife said the same thing, Dave. That's what we're going to do. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Otherwise, it'll just be like just massive questions where I can't even keep up with them. That is a great idea, Dave. Thank you for posting that. Matter of fact, I got to write that down right now. Yeah, right on, buddy. Benoit, excellent. Montreal, beautiful. Wow. Now, HD Man 97. That is a great question. Oh my God, there's some good questions coming up, you guys. I really got to be rolling out of here soon, guys. HD Man 97, he says, are 2-cycle engines being phased out? Yes, they are. Yes, they are being phased out. Some of them are. Your homeowner ones are being phased out. Obviously, the big chainsaws that fallers used to cut down trees and buck trees up, they're huge chainsaws. They're 2-strokes also. They are not going to be phased out anytime soon because there is not a battery-powered unit to replace it with. But there's a lot of homeowner stuff out there. You got your little hedge trimmers, your little weed eaters, your little chainsaws for, just trimming trees and whatnot. There are battery-powered chainsaws and stuff like that out there that are just as good now as a 2-stroke engine. So the EPA is going to be pretty much what they're going to do is they're going to make the laws and everything so hard for a 2-stroke manufacturer to keep up with those laws. And then the 2-stroke, I actually heard this right from, I'm not going to say his name, but he's one of the head guys at Husqvarna Canada Limited. He actually said to me that they are going to make these 2-strokes, these small 2-strokes, the laws where the manufacturers cannot meet the regulations anymore. And then the manufacturers are going to go back to the EPA and say, well, we can't do this. We can't do this anymore. They're running as lean and as environmentally as friendly as possible. And then the EPA is going to come right back to them and say, well, stop selling them, stop making them, because there's a battery-powered unit on the shelf that does just as good of a job and it has no emissions. So sell those. So they kind of are being phased out right now. It's in the process of being phased out right now. That's why you walk into a 2-stroke a shop, a small engine shop, like a Steel dealer, Husqvarna dealer, Echo, Shindao dealer, and now you just see tons of battery-powered stuff in there because they're already being phased out. But the big ones, like I said, with the big fallers, chainsaws and stuff, it's going to be a long time before you see a tree faller out there with a battery-powered chainsaw cutting a friggin' 36-inch wide tree down. That's not going to happen for a long time. Yeah, I know I went off on a bit of a rant there. Sorry, no, I wasn't reading this stuff now. Thanks, Joseph Cummings. I'm really happy that you have learned that. It's my pleasure. That's why I do this. Chris, the small engine, perfect. You just said exactly what I said. Beautiful. I'm glad somebody agrees with me. Yeah, buy 2-stroke engines as long as you can, because that guy from Husqvarna I was telling you about, he actually said in a service school, a technical update Husqvarna service school I was at, he actually said by 2020, this was 2 years ago, he said this, he said by 2020, those small 2-stroke engines, we're not even going to be allowed to sell them anymore. And everybody in that class was like, whoa, that's kind of pushing it. 2020, that's like next year now. I don't believe that myself, but they are getting phased out. Matthew Young, I've saved you a fortune? I hope so. I hope so. Yeah, Europe, yeah, they're pushing back. In California, oh my God, don't even get into California right now. Holy smokes. There are many landscapers in California now, big landscaping companies that don't even have 2-strokes anymore. They're weed eaters, they're hedge trimmers, they're little tiny chainsaws, all that stuff. All battery powered now, all battery powered. And don't get me wrong, you guys. I'm saying I don't think that's a bad thing. I mean, that's great for the environment. There are zero emissions. You can recycle the batteries and all that stuff. And is Steele's newest chainsaw something different? I think you might be referring to the computer ones. Is that maybe that's what you mean by that, Henrik? Henrik? Is Steele's newest chainsaws something different? Yeah, the new chainsaws that Steele's putting out are computer. They don't even have a high speed and a low speed screw on them anymore, where you can't even fine tune that chainsaw like you used to be able to. Just computer. It's got a computer module in there and a little solenoid and everything to make that all work properly. And it's supposed to be automatic to get the best emissions and the best performance. So yeah, they are different coming up, and the computerized stuff is coming. It's going to be on a lot more stuff as the years go by. Chris Small engine, love the smell of a two-stroke. You know what I love? The smell of a two-stroke engine when you pull it out of the box for the first time. Chainsaw, weed eater, whatever. It's never been fired up since the factory. They got this like this fuel because they started them at the factory before they ship them out in boxes to make sure they're running okay. But they put this, they put something in there where when I pull it out of a box and I PDI it for a customer, make sure it's running okay. When you first fire that thing up, and it just smells, it's got that smell. I just love that smell too. Brand new two-stroke engine. It's something burning the muffler off or something like that. I just love it. Brian Flynn, thank you. Test is sounding good over here. Excellent. David Hillman, thanks, buddy. I mean, what an awesome compliment. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm just scrolling through here trying to find some. I hope I didn't miss any of your questions, guys. I'm really I mean, that's scrolling of what you guys are typing moves up on the right side of my screen so fast. I'm not ignoring any of you guys. I just probably missed some of your questions, and I'm really trying hard to do this. But you know what? On that note, guys, I mean, sooner or later, I got to call it off, and I got it. I should have been out of here. I should have been driving out of my driveway 10 minutes ago. Honestly, I have to be somewhere. See, the questions just keep coming up, and now I'm going to sound like I'm being a dick or something because I'm not answering your questions. Small engine surgery. How long you been repairing, servicing machinery? I've been in this industry for 30 years, man. I started when I was in high school, right in like 1987. Started in high school working at a rental shop, learning how to do this stuff. Dave Hillman, that's a good thought. He says, I just thought, could we vote on a subject for you to teach on? I don't think that's probably going to be an issue because if I do go that route, which I think I am, I'm pretty sure I am, but it'll be, if the first one's chainsaws, then next week it'll be weed eaters, and the next one it'll be generators, next one lawnmowers. So we'll get there in time. Well, what you guys, okay, I really need to go, you guys. Dave Hillman, Hillam, which one do you want to see first? You're the one who brought this up and agreed with my wife. Tell me which one you want to see first. Good stream test. Thank you. Thumbs up, good stream test. That's what I was hoping. This was supposed to be just a test, you guys, just so I knew if this was working good. Now I know it's working good. This is so cool. Lawnmowers. Okay, Dave Hillman, I'm writing that down. The first question and answer that we're going to do in a few days is going to be on lawnmowers, as per Dave Hillman. Hey, Dave, do you mind if I mention your name on that video? On that, on that live chat. It's not going to be a video. It's going to be our first question and answer live chat. Dave Hill M. I keep saying Hill Man. You probably get that a lot. Hill M. Hillam. Lawnmowers. First Q&A. Mowers. Sounds good. Okay, I'm going to get all this stuff sorted out with the graininess and the lighting conditions, and maybe I'll try some with the audio because that's a little bit sketchy for you guys too. So we'll do that. And good. I'm going to use your name, Dave. maybe. I can't promise. Well, Michael Remsky, I get that. I get what he's saying. Lawnmowers, question mark. I've got snow coming and you're doing lawnmowers, but YouTube is a worldwide thing. All of the southern states, Australia, and there's a lot of places that watch my videos that are still cutting their grass. I have to go. I live on Vancouver Island. I actually have to still go cut my grass today. I'm supposed to do that today. That's on my honey-do list. And so yeah, we will do lawnmowers first, and then maybe chainsaws after that. Matthew Young, I do have a couple videos on my channel on hedge trimmers, mostly just as far as them. I don't have a sharpening video on hedge trimmers yet, but I got how to adjust the carburetor. No, actually, I don't even have that. If you want to adjust the carburetor on a hedge trimmer, do it exactly the same way as you do with a leaf blower, not a chainsaw. Do a hedge trimmer like the one I show you on how to do it with a leaf blower. New Brunswick, love it. Small shredder chipper talk, SW. I know, I got so much. I got almost 100 videos on my channel. And it's not even cutting it close. I'm just going to be putting videos out just as fast as I can and as good as I can. I really try to do them as thorough and as clear as I can. No rushing. I don't rush through videos because I see too many other guys out there who obviously rush through the video, and I'm like, wow, you missed this, you missed this, you missed that. That wasn't clear at all. Any beer goes good with lawnmowers, Mike. Any beer. I know, Chris Mullen. Oh, you're in Ontario? Yeah, I saw that on one of my Facebook feeds. You guys are in a snowstorm right now. Well, I hope you're okay and everything. I hope that's all going good for you. Be safe. All right, guys. This is the first time I'm doing this, and I really feel so bad. I literally have to just end the stream right now. I have to go. It's been an hour and 4 minutes. That's 45 minutes longer than I was supposed to do this. But thank you guys so much for helping me test this stream out. and make sure that the audio and everything's good. Now I know what to work on for the next one. We're going to do a proper Q&A in the next few 2-3 days, something like that. I'm not promising. And it's going to be because of Dave Hillman right there on lawnmowers. We'll do that one first. Stay tuned for that. I'll try to put a little heads up for you guys in the community tab before we go live with that one. And we'll go from there. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I got 44 thumbs ups and 38 of you guys on here. That's really cool, guys. I got to hit the end stream, guys. Steve out.